hit 'em. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we hold the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, knock the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore. Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up.
First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Running the counter, Patterson. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. A good comeback there after the penalty, 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On the ball.
2nd and 6. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield to throw it. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
2nd and long. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Richie Graham. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Now back to throw. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield looks to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Mayfield. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Mayfield finding Anderson for the Panthers first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Over the middle, he's got Shenault. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And they'll run on the inside handoff. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Panthers' 45-yard line.
Second and 5. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's returnable now for Smith. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers will take over here just shy of the 30.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. But such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score. Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now Mayfield. That caught, and the ball is knocked out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
He finds his man, complete. That's Hubbard. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Panthers. Chuba Hubbard, 35 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Falcons 14, Panthers 7.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Bird to return from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey,
on second, here's Algier. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Well, the Falcons and Panthers, of course, division rivals. It wasn't a great year for either offense last year, that's for sure. You look at the final numbers. The Falcons, they were 29th in the league in total yardage. The Panthers were 30th. Certainly both looking for an uptick here in 2022.
Ultra.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. The Falcons at 3-4 on the year coming into play. Yeah, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
A gain of 9, which brings up
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run with Patterson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. 30. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Bird to return from his end zone.
Jameer Bird on the return. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's Smith to return it. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Mayfield on first down. That is caught by Anderson. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range down at the 27-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throws right side, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Bird to return from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, cool.
He'll look to throw. This pass is caught by London. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And the half will begin with a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. There's Tremble, the tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's got the connection to Moore. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
He'll drop to throw. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's brought in downfield by London. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands...
And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Hey, Green!
He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into fourth down.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
To throw again on second down, Mayfield. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A terrific return, 30 yards all in all. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ridder gets them ready. Right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 3 quarters have come and gone. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Back to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Jet sweep. Here's London. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
Short of the goal line. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
2nd and 1. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Ritter will throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Out of the end zone comes Smith.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. Connection made with Chenault.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Steps away. That caught by Tremble. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mayfield with it once more. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Tremble. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Mayfield on 1st down. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Here we go. Right.
first down. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He's back to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, 37 yards. And the Falcons have cut the lead back down to 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Let's go.
So time runs out. It's a